Well, good morning to you. I'm meteorologist Caroline Crithers with the News 5 First Alert Storm Team here with your Friday morning, September 1st tropical update. Now, we are approaching the peak of hurricane season. Technically, that is September 10th, and we are approaching that quickly, and we have a lot of activity in the Atlantic. It is a traffic jam. We've got a group of 4 named storms in the north central Atlantic, a couple off the coast of Africa as well that we're watching. Spoiler alert, no current threats to our stretch of the Gulf Coast, which is really good news, but we're going to walk through each of these, kind of give you the latest updates. So let's start with Gert. Do you remember Gert from a couple of weeks ago? It had dissipated and its remnants were just floating around the central Atlantic, and then it actually redeveloped this morning into a tropical depression. So it gets the same name, so we have tropical depression Gert. Max winds at 35 miles per hour. It is expected to become a short-lived tropical storm before dying early next week in the north central Atlantic. We also have Idalia. Idalia, of course, made landfall in the Big Bend of Florida just a couple of days ago and moved through the Carolinas. Now it's over the open Atlantic. It is post-tropical. It's lost those tropical characteristics, and it's expected to just kind of loop around Bermuda and then eventually go into the northern Atlantic early next week. We are also tracking Franklin. Franklin has been a long-lived hurricane, still a hurricane, Category 1, and it is continuing to move through the north-central Atlantic here. It'll gradually weaken over the next several days before eventually fizzling in the northern Atlantic there over cooler waters. We're also tracking Tropical Storm Jose. Now, Jose is going to be short-lived as well, but that's because it's actually so close to Franklin, it's going to be absorbed by Franklin's circulation. No, it's not going to combine into a superstorm, but it is what's going to happen is Franklin's going to take all the energy away from Jose, and then Jose will eventually start to weaken. So Tropical Storm Jose will be very short-lived as well. We also have Tropical Depression 12 that actually just formed this morning off of the coast of Africa. Now, this could become a short-lived tropical storm as well, but this will live and die in the Atlantic, fizzle early next week. Now, we also have an area coming off the coast of Africa that we're tracking, has a medium chance for development. So a lot of areas we're tracking, no current threats to our stretch of the Gulf Coast. Now, the Hurricane Map Room is open 24/7 on WKRG.com. If you ever need an update, that is always updated with the latest information.